1 second, Mark. Right there. Just make sure I can position my computer right. Okay, there we go.
Con.
All right. So, am I going to hear the music from here or from Facebook?
No, you're gonna see it on here.
Okay, great. Okay. What's the name of your
Praise God. Hallelujah. It's your boy Yahdoa, and I'm back with another episode of Word of Mouth. And I got a special guest with me today. Now, look, y'all, we do things a little bit different here. Instead of us introducing the guests, we let them introduce themselves properly. Could you please introduce yourself to the Word of Mouth audience, viewers, and listeners?
Okay, shalom, shalom, family. My name is, well, my government name is Courtney, but my Hebrew name is Yahdoa Israel. Just wanted to thank my beautiful, wonderful, amazing brother for adding me to this interview today. It's an honor. Pretty much, I am a mother of three amazing autistic children. I'm also a part of an intercultural marriage for the last 4 years, where I inherited three more children. I have traveled to 5 African countries and 2 European, and
Mm.
lived most of my life. I was a hospice aide. I took care of a lot of different people. I've experienced life kind of on the edge. I've been this walk as an Israelite since I was 12 years old, and I'm almost 40.
Con.
So I've had my hit and misses. I've strayed away from the path, and I came on back. It's an amazing thing when you become a mother. Everything changes, and you have to give your child an anchor. And I gave my sons an anchor, which is Yahuwah.
Con. Praise Yah, praise Yah.
All
And
praise.
of course, for all the people out there, we're gonna get more in depth in her testimony and her story. Um, Shalom to you. This is YouTube. Shalom to you. This is Facebook. Now, on Facebook, you can only see me and you can't see the sister. So if you want to see the sister, I highly urge you head on over to YouTube under my page, YAHUUDAH, Yahudah.
That's right.
So go head on over to YouTube if you want to see this interview. You'll be able to see both of us. I'll put some links in the comment after if you want to check that out. Rafa Allah A Yasha Allah is watching.
That's my big sis.
Yo, Rafa Allah A author. Hey yo, Rafa Allah is a author.
Yes, she is.
Head on over to Amazon, check it out. The ancient prayer of little prayer code. I might be messing that up, but check her out on Amazon. Rafa Allah A author. Put it in the tag it in the comments, Rafa Allah.
Two books. She has the little book of ancient prayer codes as well as making of a pearl. And my brothers and sisters, please support my beautiful sister. If you need natural toothpaste, oils, bitters for your body, if you're an Israelite brother or sister, you need your ZZs and your fringes, please hit her up at Truth Over Traditions.
Truthovertraditions.com. Rafa Allah, please feel free to put links and everything inside the comment to let people know how to get some of your products. I want to give a huge thanks to all the word of mouth listeners, supporters, and viewers. In the midst of your coming and going, I appreciate you. If it's morning, evening, or night, I appreciate you. All of the supporters of the sister here, we really appreciate you. I pray that the Most High increase you and your family abundantly. So before we get started, guys, I wanna leave you with some tunes so you can get in tune with the tune. Huh?
Mhm.
Yo, I got music on YouTube entitled Let My People Go.
Ooh.
It's on YouTube. Type my name up, YAHUUDAH. You'll be able to check it out. But I'm gonna give you a view of it right now. We're gonna leave you with some. We're gonna start off with some tunes, guys. We're gonna start off with some tunes. I want you guys to check this out as well. And we're gonna do it like this.
Okay.
Pepe Zelingo. That's the brother who I just interviewed. If you haven't subscribed Tepe Zelingo, go and subscribe Tepe Zelingo. He got great set apart music, guys. He sings and he plays the violin. He's an actual musician. I want you guys to check that out. Can you see that? Can you see that, sister?
Yes, I can.
Look at that right there. Look at that right there, sister.
That picture was the day I was going back to my hometown, Chicago, to celebrate Pesach with my family. So that was a wonderful day.
And the spirit of y'all made me use that. Because just for you guys to know, I didn't ask her what picture to use. I just took a picture on my own. And y'all led me to take that particular picture.
Yes.
I'm going to play this video. This is a video off of my album, Let My People Go. It's entitled, Don't Follow Pharaoh.
Yo, this is your brother Josh coming at you live in effect out here in Hawaii. Big shouts out to Rawak Records and my homie Yahdoa. Big shouts out to all Yasharal. In this Exodus time, we always telling Pharaoh, let my people go. Shalak. Ami.
Take all the concrete off of the earth, feed and water the grass. Yeah, you and Glow know that the first is the last. 400 years in Egypt, 400 years the time to pass. Cause I ain't eating, no, it's a meaning. Is it a fast? Stuck in the ghetto, yeah, you know we packing the metal. Getting bucks to the ghetto. We living buck in the ghetto. You serving them idols, serving them rivals while we stuck in the ghetto. We shooting them rifles, we looting the fight, we trying to get bucks in the ghetto. We cursing the city. And we cursing the country. Curse the set apart day. We only pray on Sunday. Root of all evil, never know what he'll do for that money. On the calendar, first day ain't never been no Monday. Gang banging in the ghetto got so hot now. Same people grew with into it, now they ops now. Beefing over a color, same color, and you still get shot down. Real reason for gangs for us to hold a block down. And love with the ghetto, don't fuck with the ghetto, really, and love with the people. I will teach you, I never will teach you, and treat you like you are my equal. Look how they treat you and look how they teach you. They teach you to be so see-through. They will deceive you and they will lead you to death. That earth will eat you. Zion, here I come, city of gold. Told from my old strangers, gotta go. Better days for my nation, destination salvation. All the people that's patient, a reward for waiting. I'm stuck in the ghetto. Yeah, I'm stuck in the ghetto. I own a sparrow. That mean I'm straight as an arrow. You stuck up in Egypt. That mean you following Pharaoh. Stuck on the path, death path, and straight to the devil. I'm on the path, different path. My path is narrow. Passing the valley, skeleton bone dry to the marrow. They say we militant, I say we diligent. Gotta be thorough. Pay for repentance, pay for deliverance. Know he hear you. Stuck in the ghetto. Yeah, we stuck in the ghetto. Break out the chain, one in our brain, the other one metal. Think that we lame to get out the game, but the leader a devil. We stuck up in Egypt, but don't follow the Pharaoh. Stuck in the ghetto. Yeah, we stuck in the ghetto. Break out the chain, one in our brain, the other one metal. Think that we lame to get out the game, but the leader a devil. We stuck up in Egypt, but don't follow the Pharaoh.
Brother.
Con.
All right. Okay.
Hey, Ja. Hey, we stuck up in Egypt, but don't follow the Pharaoh.
Nope. Always be set apart.
Con. And I want to start off with that, guys, to let the you know, it's always been in our people culture to air out the room, to clear things out, to to start on the right foot, you know. So I felt that because the words for all the viewers out there, words are more than just things that you say out your mouth to communicate with each other. It's more than that, guys. So be careful what you listen to. Be careful what you let your children listen to, because it will affect you, positive or negative. So yes, 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 yes. Praise Yah, praise Yah.
Yes,
It's your boy Yahdoa, and we back with another episode of Word of Mouth. And what are we doing today, guys? What are we doing today? We're having a testimony time. And testimony is so important, guys. It inspire, it motivate, it educate. Certain situations that you hear that this person went through, guess what? You don't have to go through that pain. You can have an example of what it's like. It's not exactly what it's like, but you have an example. So I hope you guys take heed to the words that she say, and I hope that it edifies and it educates and motivates someone out there. So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from the South Side of Chicago.
Got a Chicago in the building.
I was born in Blue Island, Illinois, St. Francis Hospital.
Okay.
In February, so it was cold.
Mm-hmm.
Family's from Argyle Gardens. I am the daughter of a once Black Panther member.
Okay.
Who also went to the military. Became a paramedic. He did it for almost 30 years. He delivered 60 babies. Was in the Chicago Tribune 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother, she was a medical assistant and a hospice aide. I have 5 siblings, 4 brothers and 1 sister. I am the oldest girl, and like I said before, I am the mother of 3 amazing boys, and also I am the extended mother or bonus mother of additional 2 more sons and a daughter. And they're currently in the continent of Africa. They're in the country of Ghana.
So you mentioned that you had parents who was in the Panthers, and I'm pretty sure they was in a certain level of education, yes. Certain level of pride, and certain level of love for their people.
Yes, it goes further to my father, not just my father, but my grandmother, his mother, who was involved with the civil rights movement. I mean, she raised 10 kids by herself. At the age of her early 40s, she lost her eyesight, but she still went back to school. So she raised those kids by herself. She raised my father and his siblings to be advocates within the city of Chicago, to stand up for their people and to have no fear. And I had the honor of her living with us until I was 12 years old. And she herself had traveled before her eyesight. She did travel to the continent as well. And today she would have been 100 years old.
Wow.
Grandma Ola.
So we got an idea what you can looking for too.
Oh yeah. The oldest member of my family who passed away was 103. That was Aunt Jenny.
And for side note to all of my supporters and listeners, side note to you guys, let's make living to 100 normal again, guys.
Yes.
Let's take care of ourselves. Listen, most of our illnesses is based on what we eat. Be responsible with what you eat more, guys. I beg of you. Please watch what you put inside your body. You only get one body, guys. You wouldn't put water in your gas tank. You only put gas in there. So put the right things in your body. Don't care about your car more than your body. You won't put sugar in your tank, would you?
Mm-mm.
So what does it do in our tank? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't want to lose a viewer. Hold on. I don't want to lose a viewer.
Hit a nerve. Put the Coca-Cola
I
down
don't want
now.
to lose a viewer. Hey, look, it said I had 32 followers. I might have 28 at the end of the video.
We got the we got the sugars,
I'm
bro.
gonna lose a group.
Diabetes now.
Listen, I don't mean any offense to anyone. If you see some of my videos, I don't mean any offense to anyone. It's not targeted to anyone. It's basically the messages that the Most High give me, I have to give you. And it's out of love because I don't want anything to happen to me, because it'd be blood on my hands if I don't warn you, and I don't want nothing to happen to you guys. So please don't take offense to this stuff. Okay, so you started with you grew up with a strong foundation of Black pride and culture and loving yourself. Mm-hmm. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Dun, 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 dun. Say it loud. Dun, 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 dun. I'm black and I'm proud.
Papa didn't want us to put no relaxers in our hair. Mm-hmm. Get down with that, and there was no N word in the house. He didn't want to say the word N word, and I'm like, but Daddy, everybody said, well, you're talking about it now. We have taken the N word and we flipped the script and taken it back. But in my father's eyes, and my father's name is Yahdoa. His Hebrew name is Yahdoa.
Really?
Yes. His name is Yahdoa. And my mom's name is
Great minds think alike.
Yep. So we went into the walk. I was 12 years old when we went into the walk as Israelites. But before then, my father said, well, you're doing that, you're cursing your own people. He said, that's a mindset. And he said, I think we're much better than that because we created everything. So for a while, we weren't allowed to use that word in his presence. If we said it outside, he would come outside with the big old fireman belt. I didn't get very much spankings, but I got dealt with. And my mother, she was it takes a certain kind of woman to be with that kind of man. Last week they celebrated 41 years of marriage.
Man, that's beautiful. Let's make making goals to have a long marriage a normal thing.
Yes.
We don't want to strive to be like, oh, I've been playing basketball 20 years. Oh, give me an award. Or I've been working at my job 30 years. Oh, give me a plaque. No, let's get pride in being married 30 years, married 40 years. For all the women out there, side note, for all the women out there,
yes,
I want you guys to walk with your head high and feel proud that you've been married that long.
Yes.
When people want to walk around and look down on you, she ain't got no career. She ain't doing nothing but being in the house. He done made her a cave woman. He done made her barefoot in the kitchen. I want you women to understand something. It's great pride in dedicating your life to your family. Because guess what? It's women that go through these corporations and they got to get on their knees to go up high. They got to get down to go up. But guess what? You can just under one man, your husband. Now people might make shame of you because they got careers and they got their money. And guess what? Everything. Let me let you guys in on something. There's a magical place called social media, and in this place, you can put out any image you want. It's a magical place, guys. You can be anything, right? So we put this image out, but we're still empty inside. Your career is not like a man caressing you at night. Your career is not like a man picking you up and dropping you off. You might have a fancy car, but you got to go park and walk. So just side note to all the women who've been holding it down, who've been doing that laundry, who've been cleaning that house for them years, who've been sending them kids off to school. Much love and respect to you. Keep your head high and understand you had a great career. That's the best career. That good old proverb woman. Yeah, we represent over here. This word of mouth. We represent. So I just want to shout out the women who made a career at home and they want to get shunned upon because they got a whole bunch of kids and they gave their life to their family. Much love and respect to y'all.
Much love, respect to my mother. My mother, Candace, you know, she the both of them had jobs. But towards the end, my mom couldn't work. She stayed at home when my brothers ended up being diagnosed with autism. So she gave up her career to be a mother.
Con.
And I'm a mother of three autistic kids myself. So boys. So
Wow.
watch my mother hold it down. When my father
Wow.
would work, and I would watch the stories when my father was a firefighter in Chicago, going into the projects,
Mm.
Cabrini Green, Robert Taylor.
Hold on, wait a minute. Time out. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, you moving too fast. Slow it down. You just said a lot. Wait, listen. I lived in Cabrini Green. Guess what school I went to?
Which one?
Listen, this is fresh off the press. She don't even know this. Y'all getting this fresh. We ain't even talked about this. Hey yo, Tara Hill Judah. We got another viewer here. Tara Hill Judah. Much love and respect. I've been seeing you. Much love and respect to you. I appreciate you. Hey yo, I stayed at Cabrini Green. Guess what school I went to?
Which one?
Ferguson.
I stayed across the street from Robert Taylor Homes.
No. Hold on. I went to DuSable.
Ha!
Hey, stop playing with me. Listen, you know with somebody from Chicago. You stop saying stuff that's not familiar. Hey, yo, much love and respect to my mom. My mom in Chicago right now. Much love and respect to my sister. Much love and respect to Jermaine LaRaviere, Jay Mills, said all my people in the city, South Side, West Side. Yeah. Wait. What grammar school you graduate from?
Oh, really? Oh, we ended up moving to Maywood afterwards. So I
Shout out Maywood. Shout out Maywood.
Kelly, shout out to what used to be Kelly's grocery store over there across the street.
Come on now, Kelly's.
School.
Come on now.
Let's go to 19th and St. Charles over there, going to Proviso East.
Proviso East, yes.
Catholic school at one time. I went to St. Elizabeth's, Holy Angels, Zion.
Okay. So my first high school, Oak Park Real Forest. Shout out Trail. Shout out Grammy Kid. We both went to Oak Park Real Forest. First high school out west.
Shout out to Carver High and Carver Primary.
Shout out Carver High.
Shout out to Finger.
Shout out to Finger. Hey yo, shout out to Money Flow. That's my brother from Chicago. He in town with me. Shout out to Quan. That's my brother from Chicago as well. All my other people from Chicago.
That's right.
So let me ask you this. Now, coming from being born Cabrini Green, parents in the Panthers, the strong Black culture foundation, where did it take me from there to when you learned about Yah?
I learned about Yah when I was 12 years old. Now, mind you, my father's mother, her name was Ola. She lived with us. Her parents knew about Yah. So we're going back to the 1930s, 1940s. My great-grandfather, York Curtis, would tell her, we're the children of Israel, right?
Your uncle said that?
My great-grandfather.
Your great-grandfather.
York Curtis. He was born 1898.
His name York Curtis?
York Curtis.
Much love and respect to Curtis for telling you that.
And his wife, name was Gussie McGowan. And she was born
Gussie.
She was born 1902. She was 10 years old when the Titanic sank. And she would tell them they were sharecroppers. They were sharecroppers in Mississippi. And they would tell my grandmother and her sibling, because she had 3 siblings. One of her siblings passed away at the age of 4. And that was my great auntie, Willie Mae. And then she had Florence and York Curtis Jr. And she would tell them, we're the children of Israel. And my father grew up underneath them. So they will always say, we're the children of Israel, right? You know who we are. So my grandmother, Ola, as she began to transition, as she got older and she lived with us, she would teach us about Yah. And then my aunties and uncles, they all You know, they're all from Bethel Temple in Chicago, the one that used to be off of Kedzie. So
Okay.
and we hooked up, and of course, our family was also involved with Demona. And
Con. You know what? You know
yeah,
what I realized?
Ghana,
Chicago had a huge Chicago. It was a lot of people from Chicago. I got one of my elders that's in Israel now. He's from Chicago. So I noticed that. I noticed that a lot of our people have a lot of the people from Chicago is connected with Damon and stuff like that.
I have family in Demona. I have members that I have distant cousins that go to the University of Tel Aviv. I have family
Mm-hmm.
over there, and I also have family over there in West Africa as well. Direct
Con,
cousins in Ghana,
con,
Nigeria, Sierra Leone. So these are families that just those of us now. We're gonna get to the whole thing whether or not if I am an FBA or not. That's gonna be the next
con,
conversation, and the conversation is I'm a mixture of both.
con,
So I'm
con.
an
So,
ADOS.
so
I'm an ADOS, meaning my ancestors were slaves brought into the transatlantic slave trade. Okay, my family's been here in the so-called America since 1853,
okay.
so I can trace back when they brought them over. And half my father's family, my grandmother, oldest family, her mother's mother was from Salvador, Brazil.
Mm.
So my great great grandmother was a Brazilian, a black Brazilian sister. She was very beautiful.
Is it safe? Let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
Based upon your experience and based upon the information from your family, would you say the original people of most land around the world were melanated people? Is it safe to say that?
But the first, let's be honest, brother, and I'm gonna say it to all my brothers out there: we stretched the four corners of the earth. There's not a place on earth, maybe somewhere in Antarctica, it's probably too cold, that you do not find people that are this color.
Mm.
Arawak people, people that say that the Taino people that say the Puerto Rican, they were this color.
Come. And let me ask you another question. Based upon your experience and based upon the information that you have been given, how was those people treated by the other people that basically, because from what I'm hearing, the melanated people was not in control no more. They got put in a situation where they was put on the outskirts
Yes,
and other people ran the good part of the place.
yes.
So what I want to ask you is, how did the people who took over treat the original people?
First thing first. Well, I'm just gonna give a account from my father. Um, Learning from his grandmother, which my grandma Gussie, about her mother and how she was treated before she came in here. Mind you, my great great grandmother, who came from Brazil, her name was Cady.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie was no slave. She was a free woman. But her account, what she would tell my grandma Gussie is how they were treated. She was afraid of white people,
Mm.
and she didn't like them, and she didn't speak English. She spoke Portuguese.
So when you say afraid, because you say afraid, but you also say don't like.
It was like it was a fear, like I don't want you near me. I don't want you near me, and it's not for me being disrespectful to anybody, but I'm just going by what her account was. And imagine you're coming over here, you're a melanated sister coming into this continent from another continent, and your forefathers and foremothers were took her from another continent, and you have to be around these people, and they're staring at you. And the atrocities that they saw. I can tell stories about my great grandmama talking about one day her and my great granddaddy, it was a white family, and they were real poor, and they let them in. They would hide food from my and money from my great grandparents. And when they left them with head lice. So my grandma had head lice. My
Stop
great
right there. Stop right there. Mm. I don't know if you guys ever saw. I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys ever saw "Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood." But there was a part when Damon Wayans was he was a post office guy, and he came up and he said, "Message." This is a message. So look, if you guys don't study the Torah, if you guys don't take heed to the stuff that we're saying and the stuff that you hear, the same thing in the past is going to happen to you. The same thing that she just described is the same thing that happened to the Native Americans with Christopher Columbus. The exact same thing. They let them in. They withheld things from them, and they left with lice, but they left us with smallpox. Probably lice too.
All over it.
It was lice. It was rats. I don't think it was rats. I don't think we ever had rats until them boats came over. Until the people came from them Caucasians came over here.
Roaches.
It wasn't none of that stuff over here. Just for you guys to understand. We're gonna do. Listen. Side note. I'm gonna do a huge special on Europe. Coming soon. The smelly state of Europe that they had it in. Very smelly. We'll get to that later though. So let me ask you this. So we see that you grew up with a strong foundation. You grew up in Chicago, strong foundation. You knew your grandparents. They knew of Yah. You got taught about Yah at a young age. Now, for those who don't know, a lot of people out there learned about Yah when they was grown. It's what was the challenges of knowing about Yah since a kid? That's very challenging to have to be good now.
You know, I didn't appreciate it.
Tell me, let's talk about it a little bit.
I didn't appreciate, as I went to Catholic school, I went to public school with people. As my family started transitioning about my heritage, I knew in the beginning. So let's take it back to what I was before we found Yah. Imagine the first year of your life, all the way until 12, that you were a Jehovah's Witness. So
let me ask you this really quick. Do you think being a Jehovah's Witness prepared you to live a lifestyle in a Hebrewic way?
In a lot of ways, yes.
So it was kind of a good thing, huh?
It was kind of a good thing. I got to see, one thing. Some of the real witnesses were very virtuous. So they would wait on marriage to have sex. A lot of sisters taught us, modesty about our clothing, how we cover up our bodies. No birthdays, no holidays, none of that. I had one birthday in my life, and I was one, and one Christmas.
Praise God.
That's it, and that was it.
God. Look at Yah.
That's it. No Christmases, no, and I would try, and I was in school, and when I started, learning more about Yah, I knew something was wrong in the witnesses. No offense to them, but I was sitting there in Kingdom Hall, and I asked questions, and I was an elder sister named Sister Hurd. I'm still in touch with her this day. She's 97 years old. Still love her. No, she's 93. Sister Hurd, and the witnesses would criticize this sister because she knew about herbs. She knew how to cure things. Go into her closet, all you see was herbs, and she made her own clothes. And she was from Memphis, and her husband took a liking to my parents. And her oldest daughter became like a surrogate big sister. So I learned how to use a watchtower. I learned how to use a Bible at a very young age. So I had a sword at a young girl. I had a sword. But then something happened. My father, he fell from grace. I'm gonna say fell from grace. That's what the Christians call it. And he had to go through some things. And in the midst of that, he met a brother named Brother Tone. Brother Tone was an Israelite. Now, my father had denied the walk long. He would criticize my aunties and uncles about it. And it took another Israelite to bump in his head like, do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? So after that, are you there, brother?
Yes, I'm here.
You got so quiet, so still. I said, did he freeze?
No.
That's
You know,
discipline.
just for the viewers and just for everybody who's listening, listening is an art.
Okay.
Talking is an art. Listening is an art. Uh, you know, when you listening to somebody, guys, it's just a side note. Give the speaker proper respect and give them full attention.
Hallelujah. Well, I
Uh,
appreciate it.
I'm not sleep. I'm not sleep behind here.
When I came back, I got frozen because he was like, this brother still. I ain't seen that in a long time. So yeah, Brother Tone brought us in. The first thing was the body of the Messiah and then we went to Indiana where we met the brother Israelites and we met Keepers of the Covenant. Then we moved later on when I became 19 to Memphis, Tennessee. And I
Memphis,
met
Tennessee.
my eldest sister, and it was Yakira Levy. Her name was Rafala Yakira Levy. She was older sister, and and we were part of Azaria Shalom. And by then, I had moved around so much, I had got tired of being an Israelite because I'm like, I'm not doing anything. Can't go out here. Can't go where. Um, I decided to give my body to a man without Slika.
No problem. And no problem. You know, just for the viewers out there, always in the midst of you doing your work, if you might be doing charity work, you might be doing videos to enlighten people and stuff. Don't forget your first job. Your first job is your family.
It's a mother.
So guess what? Get them kids together. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna tight. I ain't gonna tighten them up right now.
No, don't worry about it because we're gonna get to that part as well.
So yeah,
We're gonna get to that part as well.
I was
Continue.
I was 19 years old. We moved to Memphis, Tennessee. I met my I think my first boyfriend until I was about 21, 22. I gave my body to him. Couldn't find he was messing around on me, and I blamed Yahdoa. I blamed him. I said, "You give me the person. You had the person around me. I did this, and they just." And so for a while, I went through bad relationship after bad relationship, and then I ended up becoming pregnant with my first son. And something about having a child inside of you, it brought back all those old memories of going to the temple and praising Yahuwah and eating those good old kosher soul food and the music and the feeling of love. And I wanted my children to have that. And it changed me a lot. It brought me back to the person I am now. The woman that's sitting before you now has been through some things. And when you lose your connection to your customs, your culture, your history, you might as well be dead.
Similar to how they did us off the ships, took our language, took our name, took our culture. Yeah. And guess what? It continued to happen to us over and over, don't it?
And we allow it to happen a lot of times. First, it was forced. I see, a lot of brothers and sisters have this issue where, we have brothers cousins from the I'm calling my continental cousins, Caribbean cousins. But we had to explain something. I had to explain something to my brothers, my cousins over there in the continent. I said, you were colonized. You got to keep. You got to keep it. We had to hide it or make something new. We were forced assimilated. And those of us who were willing to fight for it either lost their lives or their children were sold. I said, you don't realize what you have. We had to make something totally new, brand new. In the midst of our sorrow and our pain, our anguish, we became the culture. There's not a this earth. There's not a country on this earth that don't know about us. They can't read their own language, but they probably can recite every word from Tupac. I've seen it. Can't speak their own language. Will speak the European French and the European English, but they will show enough know about some collard greens. They'll know about
They
some
definitely
Malcolm
do.
X. They'll know about some they'll teach them about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, but they ain't gonna talk about Emmett Till. They're not gonna
Con.
talk about the pain that we had to go to get where we are now.
Just imagine, guys. Just to touch on what you said. Never. Just for the young people out there. All you young people, I feel for you. You in an age where they're trying to sweep things under the rug. You can't even speak about certain stuff without them getting upset. Don't be discouraged. Don't feel so isolated and alone because the Most High put us like that. But we just got to gather together. Everybody who's going through the struggle, let's just band together. We don't need nobody other than us. Uh, so yeah. Wow. Such a journey, such a journey. Y'all had his hand on you the whole time.
Yes.
I can see that from what you're saying. Because if you go from Jehovah Witness to this, it's an easy transition. It's an easy transition. So you go, you have so basically, I got a saying that I always say. I say, hey Jake, wrestle your angel.
That's right.
So so yo, so you like that one?
I love it.
So you've been wrestling. You was wrestling. You was having some tuggles. You were tussling, huh?
I was I was WWEing with my angels.
Huh.
I was WWEing with myself as a person. I was WWEing with my culture that I took for granted. I took it for granted. I took Yahuwah for granted, and I asked to repent every single time because you know what? It's something that my elder sister, elder Yakira, used to always say. You want to do it your way. She was older. You want to do it your way. You want to do it his way, but you got to do it his way. That's why his name is Yahweh.
I like
You
that.
got to do it Yah's way.
I like that.
You find you want to keep it. She said, "This ain't Burger King. You can't have it your way.
You have it your way. Is Yahweh or the highway?
You gotta have it Yah's way."
I like that. I
And
like that.
I remember that from time to time when I'm arguing with my children.
Huh.
So
And what I hear from what you're saying is in the process of motherhood and the process of making your child, you got over it was a floodgate of spiritual waters and emotions and realization of reality. It brought you back to reality.
and homelessness brought you back to
Huh.
reality. Because when
Huh.
I came up here, I was with their father. I had a baby on my hip. I found I was pregnant again with my second child. And I left Memphis. We had left Memphis because we had lost our, jobs down there in Memphis. And I knew some people up here in Minnesota. I'm currently in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And you had the battle. And that's when I learned how to pray again.
Hmm.
I put my spiritual armor back on. And I went to war.
Hmm.
I went to war. And Abba will send you people to come and fight your battles with you. And
Huh.
I went through some things, with the third child, my baby boy, Isaac. I'm not sorry, Boaz. I call him Boaz because he moves around. He runs around my house all day long, all willy nilly, like a speeding bullet. That's why I call him Boaz. And the fact that I was pregnant with him, we went real fast too.
Hmm.
But I'd be the biggest fight is when you're going to give birth to your child, and the doctor ignored you all going on, and you find out your child is smothered between two large blood clots in the birth canal, two above,
Hmm.
two below.
Muted. You muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, so after he was caught between blood clots, and I had to do a lot of praying because they asked me, "What do you want us to do? Save you or save the child?" I said, "Save my baby." And now he's 10 years
Hmm.
old. And as I hear, as when your children, the doctors say your children are autistic and they're never going to talk, but your oldest son can sing to Yahuwah and sing all day long, and he praises him every single day. And your second child praises, knows who Yahuwah is, and will tell his kids at school, I don't eat no swine.
God, praise Yah. You know, I want to mention something based on what you just said, and I want the viewers to really take this serious and take heed to what I'm about to say right now. I know a lot of you guys are not very spiritual. I know some of you listening and you're trying to figure out what's going on. You're trying to get some understanding. And I know a lot of you guys, you put all of your trust in doctors and all your trust in science. But I just want to tell you guys, I want to give you a message. If you ever go to the hospital and they tell you you have a certain amount of time to live, if they tell you that your unborn child is going to have Down syndrome, like they told me my daughter's going to have. They said that she's going to be she has 80% chance to have Down syndrome. They said, "Do you want us to get rid of her now because you have a chance?" I said, "No, she's special need. We take care of special need kids. We do." But my message to all of you guys is don't rely 100% on these doctors. I would have killed my baby if I listened to them. She would have killed her son if she listened to them. They recommend us. Look at that beautiful child right there. Like they want us to kill our kids, guys. So what I'm saying is I respect their medical expertise. I do. But never put anybody over Yah.
Nope.
Okay? So don't listen to these people when they say your kid's gonna have Down syndrome. They're gonna be autistic. They have 20% chance to live. You have 20% chance to live. Trust in Yah and change what you're doing, because a lot of the stuff has to do with what you eat. I just wanted to say that, guys. I want you to continue your story, but it's very important that you guys understand. Trust Yah over everything. Don't let a person tell you that your baby's gonna die, your baby's not gonna live. And guess what? If you make the wrong decision to kill your baby, you always gonna live with what if. Don't live with what if. Don't live with what if. And that's my message to you guys.
Hallelujah.
Wow, wow, wow.
You see him, he's a handsome man. He's a handsome man. And
now let me ask you this. I got a question for you. You spoke about autism earlier, and being a mom that's dealing with children with autism. What has that been like? And first of all, what has that been like?
Well, I never imagined in the beginning I was going to be a single mother with autistic children, let alone being also a person who's on the spectrum themselves. So people don't believe me. They say, I say, yes, I'm autistic as well. They say, you don't look autistic. I said, what does autism look like? I have a brother who's 35 years old now who is autistic. So I knew what I had signed up for. That I'm going to be their advocate. I'm going to be their warrior. I'm going to be the one that's going to have their back. And when you have autistic children and you look like this, it's double time. And then imagine that all your children being male. And to raise them by yourself. They have the same father, but he couldn't deal. When the third one was born and they found out he had epilepsy, he also has epilepsy. He was 2 months old having seizures. And then after a year, they found out he was autistic. Boom, he walked away. And I thank Yahweh for my parents. They left Memphis. My siblings, they left. And they came up here to help me. I was pregnant with the third one. And I was very depressed because I was in a bad relationship with their father. That's why you need to listen to your elders. When they see something in a person, listen. I didn't listen to my elders about this man, and I got caught up.
Right there. Let me say this for everybody who's listening. It's very important. we must come back to the ways of Yah and keeping the law, statute, commandments. If we kept the law, statute, commandments, not all, but a lot of situations would have been avoided. Not all, let's be fair, not all, but a lot would have been avoided. We hide the person that we're in the relationship, we hide them from our family because we know what they're going to say. And in the end, sometimes it come back to hunt us. So just take heed from us, guys. Take your time and let your people investigate them and take heed to what they say about them. So you have autistic kids, and I'm sure that financially it's harder. Like you just mentioned, it's harder for you're a single parent. You know, I'm pretty sure. So, for young people that's coming up in this, and you know, they got newborns. Mm-hmm. What advice would you give them just stepping into this world with no knowledge of nothing?
Of being
probably terrified.
First thing first, don't let nobody project their fear. Okay.
They got you buffering up a little bit. They got you breaking up a little bit. So you're gonna have to repeat what you said. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. First thing first, COVID was the best thing that ever happened to me.
COVID.
When COVID happened, I got to be at home with my children and learn them again. My third son didn't really trust me because I was always working. After their father left, I was working 3 jobs. I was coming home working 3 jobs. I would come in, sleep on my parents' couch. I was living back on my parents. I was embarrassed. Who wants to be in their 30s starting over again? But I'm grateful for that. Don't let nobody's fear project onto you. These children are spiritually sensitive. They have a relationship with the Father that we don't even know about because they cancel everything, all distractions of the world, and just focus on Him. I catch my son every day, my third son coming downstairs, and he wakes up, he's singing and dancing, he's praising every morning. I said, boy, what is you doing? He just, I said, okay. And they have gifts. Don't be afraid. And I know it's scary. There's sometimes, you run out of food because they have special food that they like to eat. Certain materials, you got certain clothing materials, you put in their skin. Don't be so quick to give all your kids all these vaccinations, please. Please. I say this with the
understand, people. And understand this, guys. You don't have to. They tell you that it's a suggestion. You don't have to do it.
No.
So don't go in there and assume that you have to, because sometimes they make it seem like you have to do stuff. You don't have to. You can say you don't want to. So yeah.
And homeschooling, if it's an option, it's a great option.
They ain't got to go out into that wickedness.
And give your kids as much natural food as possible. Please.
Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing with our natural food now.
They try to make it obsolete.
Yeah, they say something wrong with the lettuce. Even before that, they had plastic for lettuce. And then a lot of people, they're making food now. They're not getting it off the tree and off the vine. They're trying to create vegetables.
When's the last time you seen a firefly or a lightning bug?
Man, I ain't seen a firefly in a while. I barely even see the stars in the sky no more. Like, at certain parts, when you travel, you see different, views of it. But, I'm from Chicago. I'm in Illinois now. It used to be nice where the sky was filled with stars.
Yes.
You should be looking. I don't see the sky be blank. You don't see nothing in the sky. And they got so much stuff going on, you just don't know what's going on. I don't know if y'all did it or if it was man-made.
It was man-made.
You know, a lot of stuff going on here.
Man-made. So that's what I
So
do. And get yourself a support group. You know, find positive-minded mothers and fathers. And don't let nobody tell you that, oh, I feel sorry for you. We don't want to hear that.
hmm,
I'm an autistic mama. I'm a puzzle mom. They call us puzzle people because our minds are like a puzzle, piece by
hmm,
piece by piece. And autism is not a disability, it's just an issue with communication. They understand very well.
very well.
So don't think they don't understand that you're criticizing them, you're pitying them. They may not be able to express themselves as verbally as we want them to be, but they get it.
Let me give you guys something that y'all gives me. Y'all gives me messages, and I'm gonna give you the messages that y'all give me in the best way that I can filter it. I can't filter properly the original message because it's too powerful, and I'm not articulate enough to even tell you. I can just give it to you the best way I can. Imagine being ultra spiritual, like imagine if your senses was heightened to an ultra level spiritually. You wouldn't be able to listen. You wouldn't be able to open your eyes at certain moments. Like a certain feeling would just overwhelm you with joy. So I believe that autism is misclassified and diagnosed
Mhm.
because it's we need spiritual. Because I this is what I want. This is what I push for. I push for a nation of saints and priests who approach the whole world and approach everything from a Hebraic spiritual way. So what I mean by that is we're not just going to have scientists. We're going to have scientists that mix it with spiritual,
Yes,
because science is spiritual.
it is.
So when you say we're not going to say autistic, we're going to say their spiritual is ultra heightened. And when we think of things in that way, we will understand more. Because guess what? If you had senses like a bear, I can't put no onion to your nose. It's too much because I smelled it from miles away. So if they spiritually heightened, yeah, they experiencing life way different than us. And guess what? If we had that much joy and love spiritually, it would be overwhelming. So I think autism has got misclassified, honestly.
Mhm.
What do you
Absolutely.
feel about what I just said?
I, I agree with you 100%, brother. When I hear my son sing, now mind you, my oldest son for a while he wouldn't talk. My baby would just bang his head, bang his head. I'm realizing that he was trying to get rid of all the sensations, all the things that is not natural out of his mind. And I came in the room and he was watching Chicken Little, cute little movie, and his
Mhm.
song is All I Know. And I'm just sitting. I was in the kitchen cooking, in my parents' kitchen. I was like, "Oh," we turned that TV down, and I heard, "It's really all I know. That's all I know." And I opened the door. It's my baby singing.
Mm.
And he called me mom. Now he's 4 years old. He turned to me and said, "Mommy, it's like music to your ears."
Hmm.
And now he's going to be 14 and he's a honor roll.
Hmm.
Other son, he makes planes all the time. I said, "Boy, if you stop making these airplanes around my house," he said, "I'm going to be a pilot, mama. I'm going to be a pilot."
Hmm.
And I said, "Well, you want to be a pilot? Let's get on a plane." And that's when I took my money together and took my children overseas with me.
Mm.
Last year I took my kids to Ghana and Togo.
That was a amazing experience for them.
Um, it was I had to let go of fear, and of course, autistic kids they kind of exaggerate things. So my second child, he's on the plane. He said, "The plane is gonna crash." Because that turbo, I said, "Boy, if you don't be quiet, be quiet." And when we got there, it was just I noticed they changed a little more when we got over there because they're eating different foods. All the food is fresh,
Mm.
and they're outside in the sun getting all that good vitamin K, and they're running around, and they're seeing people that look similar to them. And it was I took them over there to meet my husband, and I saw my third born, who's supposed to be nonverbal, start talking, and the first thing he said was, "This is so boring. You know what I'm saying?" I said, "What'd you say?" I said, "No, no, 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 no. We ain't doing Morse code. Come back to what
Right,
you said."
right.
You think I caught that? He said, "This is so boring. You know what I'm saying." I said, "Well, okay, yes, sir. All right, Chairman."
Right.
So and then a lot of people, were afraid of like, why would you bring your kids who are autistic to another continent? I said, well, I've been there a couple times. I'm tired of leaving my babies behind.
Right.
Let them see it.
Right.
And then I saw children with autism over there.
Right. But let me ask you a question. The kids that have autism over there, how did they view their condition?
Their view of it is spiritual.
Mm.
They view it as spiritual.
So how did they treat that situation? Did they treat it with medicine? Did they treat it with herb? How do they approach the situation? Or do they just let them be?
They let them be.
Let them be.
And they might give them like a certain kind of tea or something to calm them down a little bit, but every
Natural herb.
herbs. I went up. I took my kids out dancing. We went out dancing with my hubby and his family. They were so happy to see them. They were like, so these are the boys, and they gave them their names, their tribal names. So Ai, Tete, Mesa. That's the third one. It means third
Mm.
one. It means hard headed. And I said, yeah, that's about right. And I watched them bring their kids to these little park areas, and their kids were just running around. They were free.
Hey, it ain't nothing. We ain't worried about you messing up nothing outside.
Yeah, you ain't. What you gonna do? Tear up some
Do your
grass?
thing. Do your thing.
Just don't run in the street where the motorcycles are.
Right.
Because when you go over there to West Africa, most of the transportation is motorcycles, motos.
So when did you decide to go to Africa? When did you make that decision?
The very first. Okay, so let's take a. I know the motorcycle like that, baby. Go upstairs. He got the ride on a motorcycle with one of my husband's nephews. He took him in front, took him to the little corner store. They got corner stores there and got him a soda, and they sat there and they talked, and they little flip flops and they shorts, had a good old time. Um, I my grandma would talk about West Africa. She said her ancestors were Yoruba and
Mm,
Sierra Leone, so part of that family. So and my grandmother, my dad's mother, did speak Yoruba.
mm,
So I got to hear it as a child. I got to hear little bits and pieces. And her name was Ola, which is a common Yoruba name. It means wealth.
mm.
But we were still born over here. I don't care what you say. Um, and she would tell me how beautiful it was. And the first time she went to Lagos, she cried. She cried down. She said because she felt a different. She felt a spirit took over her. And I said okay. And on my father's side of the family, it's kind of a deal where if you make good grades, you make the like a 4.0 in high school, we send you back over there. You get sent back over there, and you have to do something like helping a school or well or work some type of farm job, just to give back just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not for the African people, it's for our ancestors to commemorate what they went through that we didn't forget.
Let me ask you a question. Um, for a person who never left the country, and for all of the people that's viewing, and all of those people that's going to watch the video that are curious to go into Africa, who never went, who don't know anything about it, who are thinking going strictly off of them feeling like that's their motherland, what would you say if just imagine if you was the person on the other end of this information?
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell your young self that never went? What advice, what information, important information would you give yourself?
Leave America in America. Don't think you can come to somebody else's land and tell them what to do. Just like I feel about some of our brothers from the continent come over here trying to tell us what to do and who we are.
What would you say the because we know it's individuals that treat worse and better. Just individuals are different sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But what's the overall treatment of Black Americans in Africa?
I'm gonna give you it's a 50-50 chance, okay? I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. And to my brothers from the continent that's hearing me talk about this, a lot of y'all know it's true too. It is not just that we're exempt either. First thing first, our culture is probably the most it's very influential over there. It's all eyes on us. Every trend, every music, every way they style their hair, they like to look like us. Not saying they don't love themselves, but they want to be like us. So of course, you meet somebody from a USA, and what's perpetuated with them is that they show the rap videos and stuff like that. Oh, they got money. They got money. Let me get close to them. They got money.
Mm.
And it's not just that. Imagine you being born over there, raised over there. You came to America to make some money. You come back home. Here it come. Oh, Cuckoo is back. Oh, he has money. And they start calling everybody. Oh, they're here. They're here. They're here. They're here. Da, 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 da. They got money. No, no, no. We're not wealthy here in America. Now, I'm going to tell some of my brothers in the content. I don't care how much you get in our inboxes. Ask them something. We ain't got nothing extra for you. Okay?
Let me ask you a question. Does it feel like begging, or does it feel like extortion?
Sometimes it gets small. Now it depends on where you're at. Okay, let's say you go to the Ghana airport. I've been to the Ghana airport and the Togo airport. Ghana airport, you come in and they might say, "Oh, do you have your yellow fever card?" Yeah, whatever. So here becomes, you came from Yankee. Oh, buy me breakfast. Or that could be just like a smart begging. And then it can come to you go into the bathroom at the airport in Ghana. And I don't care what y'all got to say because y'all know it's true because y'all people got investigations right now where the bathroom lady over there want to get some extra money out of you for handing you some toilet paper. Oh, you have perfume. Can I have that? And you have people
Mm.
outside. And the outside. And then you got the driver people. And they got Uber over there. So don't let them play you. They got Uber. Okay? I'm talking about that. Oh, just give me the money. So what you have to do is with them, you gotta say, "Hey, I ain't got no money for you. Get out my face." Now there are gonna be some people over there. It's mostly the immigration workers, and don't think. And they do it to the poor people too. So the police officers are just as corrupt. They pick on the poor people most before they get to us. The small money they can get out of them.
Mm.
So you have the one lady, she be over there in the market making bread, and here they come. Oh, something for the boys. So there's a lot of explosion, and there's begging, and you have to get past all that. And when you get past all that, you will meet some decent people. You will meet some people that don't like it and will step up to the immigration officers and get in their faces for you. You will, but that depends on the ruach. That's because they can tell. They tell the ones who they can pick with and who they can't pick with.
So let me ask you this: is it a feeling of welcome home, or is it a feeling of
Run me to check.
tourist?
You'll get some people that will welcome you. You will. I'm not going to deny that. But like my husband even said, and he's still over there. He said, "Baby, 97% is going to be in your face for something they can get something from you." He said the year of the return really was about money in the beginning. It was about money. Then they had to repent for what happened during the translated slave trade. So it's all about the double talk. If you want to go to the continent, especially if you want to take your butt to Ghana, you better learn a few words of the tree language. It's not saying the tree is the only language they speak in Ghana, because they speak over, I think, 80,000 different languages. But tree is the most popular in that area. You better learn how to be able to negotiate, because they got grocery stores over there. But the cheapest way to go to eat is in the market, and that's where you're going to find your biggest challenge. Because it's like being an auctioneer. They're gonna throw your price, and you got to throw another price until you get the right price. So let's say you want a coconut. Or sister, that's how they talk. Hey, sister, hey, I got the best coconut. Hey, I'm like, yeah. Okay, 15 cities. Now, if you didn't know how much a city is worth, you will realize, 15 cities, that's cheap. No, honey. Okay, 15 cities. I no. 10 city. Oh no, 10 city, 11 city. I said no, 9 city.
Go down now.
You're going back and forth, and it's a lot of fun. I learned how to do that in Togo. I had so much fun.
It sound like you have.
It's fun for me because they hear this American accent, and they'll either go into the tribal language. My husband's tribe is called the Ewe. It's Ewe or Eve, Evrahim, because they are Hebraic, or they go in French, not knowing I understand them. So I'll come out there and they say, va-vous, which means white woman. I don't look white, but because I was born in a white continent, I'm equivalent to that in some places.
So let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
Based upon your experience of being on the soil, we're not talking about he say, she say. We're talking about what you experienced. Are you saying that the native African people look at so-called African American as white?
And so, okay, so if you go to Ghana, you are called Obroni, because we were born and we talk like white people. We were born outside, so it's insulting. But if you go to Togo, vavu, that's how I know you're talking about me. When I went to Nigeria, akata.
Say it again. I think I heard that word before. Akata.
I said akata. I said no, akata.
What does that mean?
Black American.
Akata means Black American?
Akata, let me tell you the root. And this is where everybody gets confused about the term akata. Okay. Akata was coined in the late 60s because somebody came from the Yoruba people, which is part of my ancestral tribe, came to the United States and encountered who else? The Black Panther Party. So akata means wildcat.
So it's really an honorable name.
It meant to be honorable. It meant to be honorable because we were tough, because they never seen that before. Standing, because you go to in Ghana, you'll see white people just walking around the streets of Ghana like, hey, what's up? Hey. You go to Togo, they be on the beaches trying to holler at the young girls, trying to cash them out, if you know what I'm saying. And you see that, and they see us fighting. Now, once again, they were colonized. So you had somebody come in there, scare you to death, use your family against each other. They went with the chiefs. They started paying the chiefs off to go against their own people, which they're still doing to this day, because a lot of their politicians are political puppets to Europe. They never truly got their freedom because they still got to pay taxes. So you're not really free. You're not free because your economics is abysmal. Okay, let's say the value of an American dollar. Let's imagine, okay, what people say, why do they think about the dollars like us like this? One American dollar is 1,170 naira in Nigeria. One American dollar. One. You know how much you can get for a couple nairas? You go to Togo, one American dollar, $608 CFA. So if I come up there with $1,000, I'm pretty good. And they ain't gonna see money like, and they ain't gonna see money like that every day, because they have rich people. Don't get me wrong. Not everybody's with the feed the children with the flies on the eye. No, you're gonna see mansions over there. You're gonna see Range Rovers over there. You're gonna see Bentleys over there. You're gonna see, heck, you'll see a Honda Civic over there. You're gonna see compounds with doormans. You're gonna see chiefs who are like one. We call them $1. I call them $1 chief because they
$1 chief.
I saw a $1 chief and I saw a Paramount chief.
That's right. They ain't even $5 chief. That's $1 chief. That's what.
They be in their little broken Escalade throwing out money like enough equivalent to $1 American dollar. They be like, "Hey, y'all look stupid. You look stupid."
That's so funny. You ain't even $250. You a dollar.
A full dollar. 19 like back in the day, like we get $1 give 4 bags of chips.
Man,
that's how it's craziness. And it's not saying everybody that's like that, because I've met some wonderful people, some real cool people.
What you know, what you're saying is leading me to something. You know, the other day me and Sister Rafaela, we did an FBA versus diaspora war video. And we were talking about a couple things based upon the people who was born over here. Because now, in your opinion, what is the FBA versus diaspora? What's going on with that? And what's your take on that?
My take on it,
since you know, for the viewers, the sister has been in Africa. A lot of you people who have opinions never been there.
And married to an African.
And married to one. So let's take the opinion of the experienced person in the matter. So first, what's your opinion on the whole status of it, and what's your stance?
My stance is first thing first, and first thing a lot of people say is because I'm married to a Hebrew brother from the continent, that I obviously love everything about Africa. Not true. Because at the end of the day, where I was born at is the highlight over there. So I am proud to be born on this land. I'm not proud of the slavery part, but I'm proud of the resilience of my people and the stories of even just my family, my heritage. I wear that with a badge of honor, because not anybody could have did what we can do, and still doing to this day. Now, after brothers from the continent saying, you know, and a lot of people that are making the problems, it's not the continental Africans who are still in Africa. It's the one that brought their behinds over here. See, a lot of them get over here and they even look down their own people when they go back home. They look down their own people. Oh, you're just a village girl. You're a village boy. You're stupid. Forgetting the sacrifices that even their family members put them through to bring their behinds over here. That's what I don't respect. The tribalism is what I don't respect. So when I get over there and I'm in Ghana, I hear somebody who's Ashanti saying, "Oh, I hate the Ewe people, the Ghan people," I say, "Get out my face." What I feel about my people over here as FBAs, Foundational Black Americans, is that what we're doing right now is not about hating anybody. It's about loving ourselves. A lot of the generation took the history and the work that we took for granted. They got comfortable. And we allowed things to go against the ruach of the Most High. We went against the laws and statutes. The same thing our forefathers and foremothers did 1,000 years ago. We doing the same nonsense again. Because we want somebody to like us. I don't want you to like me, but you will respect me. I don't want it. I don't want like. I want admiration. I want respect. I don't want you to kiss my behind. I don't need it. So right now, in our community, as also who are born over here, we have everybody else telling our story and telling us who we are, and won't let us get a chew in of identifying who we are. If you go to Nigeria, you go according to tribe.
Mm.
Oh, I'm Hausa, I'm Yoruba, I'm Idu, I'm Ibu. And I can sound like them because I worked with them for so long. I can sound like them too. So my question is that you know your tribe, you know who you are, but everybody else gave us. We went from niggas, Negroes, colored,
Mm-hmm.
African American. But has anyone ever just let us tell our own story? Because we have so many stories among we make 30% of the population, but we have millions of stories. We're so vast. A Southern Black has a whole different dynamic than a Northern Black, an East Coaster and a West Coaster. We have different experiences. We don't all talk the same. We don't all look the same. We don't all eat the same. Our history is so vast and so beautiful. And everybody likes to get, they like to enjoy the good parts, but they don't want to deal with the hard anger of us, what we went through. And you come into spaces and you talk to a certain way because you say we don't have a culture, but if you go over there, everybody want to act like us. There's a brother right now in Togo talking about what's up, nigga, throwing up GD, don't even know what the heck he's throwing up. I have a nephew over there.
Would you say, dang, the folks out there?
I got a nephew over there through my husband who got a GD symbol on one chest and a visor on the other. I said, so you got rival gangs on your body. Who do you want to shoot you first when you come over here? If you don't get your goofy tail about my face.
And this goes to show the scripture when it say all the nations will cleave to us.
They cleave to us. They love the way we talk. When you go over there, they like the way we, if you get past those who want to export you, they are so curious about us. How do we do it? I met a Nigerian sister over here, and she said, Black American sister. I said, well, okay, you already let me know I'm something different. All right, what you want to say, sister? She said, how do y'all deal with racism? I said, we got used to it. We just a northern people. She was a lawyer. She got called monkeys. She had a beautiful house. She went to Harvard. Do you know them people out there and where she was at Eden Prairie left human feces on her lawn because they hated that she was a Black woman. And this is in Minnesota. I said,
it's amazing. It's amazing to me because when you go back in history, you'll understand our people are the one who created Harvard. We created all of these universities, these prestigious universities that you see. We built these universities.
Mm-hmm.
We build to be a professor, to learn. Because guess what? Christopher Columbus came over here. They didn't know nothing. But that's another story.
I take a bath.
Woo!
You should. If I brought my husband, and I never think I would hear an African man in Africa say he don't want to be around them. It tripped me out. He said, "Baby, they smell so bad." Even his family calls him ha in his language. The ha's are here. I said, what's ha mean? Pig. Ha.
Interesting.
My sister-in-law,
very interesting.
She don't rock with him. The first thing when I got into the family was when we were introduced. The introduction was people was like, "Oh, how'd you meet this man?" Very simple. I was taking an Uber home, and the guy who picked me up was his nephew, and we became good friends, me and his wife and family. And he introduced us. And as I started to talk to him, I said, I'm not a Christian. And he's like, what are you? I said, I'm an Israelite. He said, oh, you're a daughter of Zion. And he started going through their history. I said, oh, we're both Hebraic. Cool. So when his sister found out about me, she's the older sister, I'm the older sister. She said, please, God, don't let her be white. Please. And he said, no. He said, she's a woman. She looked like us. She said, oh, Oh, hallelujah. Whew. Whew.
Con.
Her son had married a white woman, and she was a French lady, and she gave him. Mm, mm. She sat around us, and my sister-in-law don't even like that lady. She won't even let her eat out the same bowl as her. She said, "No, you eat in the corner with your husband. Don't eat with me."
Mm.
She said, "Ayile," which is my name in their language. "Ayile, come eat with me, sister." I said, "Man," she bought me presents. I said, made me dresses. I said, "What's going on?" "I just love you. I just love you.
Mm.
You didn't come over here thinking you're better." I said, "Okay."
That, and just for everyone to reiterate what she said earlier, leave America in America.
Yes.
If you honor the law, statutes, and commandments, you can live anywhere in the world in peace because it give you respect and it give you honor, and it give you law, statutes, and commandments where you be in harmony in any country with any people,
Mhm.
even if you know their language. Excuse me. But this is what I want to ask you. This is a very important question here.
Sure.
We got a lot of people, got a lot of viewers that been, these are some of the questions that people have been asking lately. In your stance, because it's the word is not only that people in America, but the sport, they want in on reparations. Is this what this is all about?
Oh, I'm gonna say this part of it. Yeah, I'm gonna take part of it. Yeah, I'm
What's
be
your
honest.
stance? What's your stance on the reparation part of it? How do you feel? Do you feel every single melanated person deserves reparations for what happened in America? Because right now there's a huge thing where melanated people from all over the world, they want in on reparations. Although we was the one that went through the hell for the reparations. So I'm curious to see what's going on with that. So they got it froze up right now. You know, in the midst of us doing these videos, guys, it's a lot of entities that don't want the information to get out. So we have things like this happen.
Just
Okay,
bad.
you was froze up for a while.
You were too.
Um, yeah, you starting to come back a little bit. I can hear you, but your picture's still frozen, but I can hear you. Maybe if you leave and come back, maybe that'll hurt.
Okay, hold on. Hmm. Is it let me leave?
I can hear you, but I can hear you.
Yeah,
I can hear you, but the picture's frozen.
yeah. Hold on.
Technical difficulties. This is another episode of Word of Mouth, and we're in the conclusion of the testimony. You know, um, it's a lot of information that came out today, guys. Um, Getting closer to No Daya Yada. You know, growing up in growing up in Chicago, which I know a lot about. Chicago is very segregated. For those who didn't know, it's very segregated. Growing up in Chicago was very segregated. It was tough. A lot of street, a lot of gang stuff. Just like all the other cities in America. She raised autistic kids, and shout out to all the autistic parents and all the autistic programs. We pray that you guys get more assistance and everything is running a lot smoother there. Also, she moved to Africa. Life in Africa from what she's saying, leave America in America. Life in Africa is, it's not like America. Different rules, different laws, different, culture. Different atmosphere. You know, and from what she's saying is, there's a huge amount of extortion around people. Some of it's begging, some of it is extortion. But basically, there's no welcome home family. It's more like you're a tourist and we're finna take advantage of you. You know, she says she's half and half for the FBA and the spoil thing, but you know, she's identifying from the FBA side of it. You know, all of the accomplishments and all of the hard work of our ancestors who live here. We don't know if the whole body of melanated people deserve reparations. When you go to Africa, they're extorting you. We don't extort them here. They extort us there, but they want equal treatment. But it's not equal treatment, in my opinion. So I don't know. We have technical difficulties. We're definitely gonna be back on with the sister. I'm gonna give her a couple more minutes. We might have to end on this note, but I will. I'll check all the comments. Leave comments, like, subscribe. That way you can get all the notifications of all of this unadulterated truth. Because this is the word of mouth episode, and this is the home of truth and exposing all lies. The home of truth and exposing all lies. And one of the huge lies is we are the same as the people in Africa when they tell us we're not the same. She just said that in some instances, they look at us as white people. They don't look at us as natural natives. They look at us as people that learned from the white people. That in some instances, they look at us as weak. And like she said earlier, they ask why we don't fight back and things of that nature. Okay, she's back.
Okay.
Con.
Second job with my internet in my apartment, or the powers that be got attitude by what I'm saying. Y'all be okay. Suck it up,
We'll be
buttercups.
okay, no problem. I continue to talk to him a little bit, so everything good. So we're breaking it down, and we're getting to the conclusion of the video. Yes. So what we just were talking about is the FBA and the diaspora thing, because this is a huge topic right now.
Yes, it is.
And we have a lot of people who speaking who never stepped foot in Africa. Nope. Now we have somebody who stepped foot in Africa, who lived there, and who have family there. And a lot of information, not just from you, from people who've been there for generations as well.
Yep.
I just want to know.
I have cousins that left America with my cousin Leonardo. He brought his children there to grow up in Ghana, so they understand how it is. Now, when it comes to reparation, I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not knocking the brothers from the continent getting their money. I feel like every time the Europeans stepped upon anybody's land was melanated and messed things up, need to get their reparation. That goes for Vietnamese, that goes to the Filipinos, what they did to them, what the Spaniards came up in there, to what they did to us, to what they did over there in the continent, even what they did to themselves.
And let me give you guys some information that will help you understand this topic and to help you make a conclusion of your own decision. I want you guys to understand something. A lot, and you can check this out on Google. You can check this out in different records. Everything is documented. All of these different countries have got reparations in the past from America already. Mm-hmm. We're the only. I'm not sure if the only. It might be others, but we're like one of the only people who never got reparations. Almost every other country got reparations already. And guess what?
The Ashkenazis got there from the Germans. America had to give some of the Japanese some when they had them in internment camps. They gave a little bit of reservation to the so-called Native Americans, but we're told to just let it go.
And right now, I'm speaking more about the Africans, because the topic is, do they deserve reparations? And this is my point, and I want you to speak upon this.
Sure.
Isn't reparations being able to come to America and get free loans? Isn't that part of reparations? Because we don't get that.
Mm-mm.
I'm like I said before, don't take it personal, the things I say. I'm speaking facts, not you, the viewers. It's a lot of people that's going to be of African descent and African bloodline, and they might mistake from what is being said here. So let's be clear right now. We're speaking unadulterated truth. This is the home of truth. And if truth hurts your feelings, it's not my fault. But it's just like medicine. It's nasty, but it'll make you feel better. Okay? All right, guys? So I just want you guys to understand, when people say they want to have reparations with us, I just want to be sure that they're getting the same punishment as us. Because if you're going to get the same reward, you got to go through the same hell.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm just saying though, because like, you know, if you're able to come to America, get grants and loans from the government, the same government that you said is the devil. Because guess what? In the Torah, we don't do deals with devils.
No.
So you can't say they're the devil and then go do deals with them and stomp on top of our neck. Because guess what happened? If I come to Ghana and I start a business and I'm not hiring any people from Ghana and the money is not benefiting Ghana, what happens to me?
You gotta go.
So when they come to America and they open up the hair braiding stores and they open up the shops, and they open up the African restaurants, is that money benefiting anybody, any FBA?
Nope.
So
Their money, and
this is
that's the
my issue.
why they don't want you here. And like I tell my brothers, I said they don't want you here, brother. I said, because your money does not fill the American economy unless you become a citizen or you have a work visa. I said, well, y'all come over here, y'all might go back home.
When you say, I want you to be specific, I want you to be clear with this here. When you say they don't want us here, break that down. What do you mean they don't want us here? Who is they?
Let's be honest. I said, he said, well, the Asian. I said, the Asians is considered a model immigrant. Why? Because their money kind of stays here. Our money, I said, Black American money is the builder of all economy in this country. They depend on the Black American dollar because we spend a lot. We spend more than what we make. I said, when you come over here and work and make your money don't stay here like that. Yeah, you pay your mortgage, no doubt. And don't let's be realistic. Not every African gets loans and grants over here because they funny about which African they choose to give it to. They're real fun. They're picky about who they give it to. So some Africans get more, the more docile. Mm-hmm.
They definitely ain't gonna get to your husband because he gonna do something good with it. They don't want people like him.
Oh, they want none. They don't want nothing like Amma.
They don't want like that because your husband is a righteous person. He gonna do good things. They want somebody who's gonna continue to step on our neck
and step on neck of their own people as well.
See, your husband is the type of brother who will hire some of our people.
Yes,
he will help get the money. Because I want you guys to understand something. If you guys go to another country and open up a store and don't hire none of their people and don't share nothing with them, your store might get burned down to the ground.
What do you mean, like you mean talking about in Africa?
In certain places in Africa, in certain places just in different countries.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm and not to put Ghana on blast, but sometimes Ghana has let a lot of people come up in there who don't hire their people. And they say, okay. No, like recently, people from Ghana has an influx of people from Lebanon and India. And when they come over there, they put on a sign, no Ghanaians, just whites and Indians. They'll put that right there on top, right there for all to see. Recently, my husband's nephew came back from the States, went back over there, got to him with an Indian dude. And some people in the Ghanaian, some of the Ghanaian people were talking about, oh, brother, calm down. That's how they said, no, that's how you make it be. You're in my country. He got into it with India. He said, "You're in my country, my land. Go home. If you're not going to hire my people, then why are you here? Get out." Now, it's the problem is that you have people around you that try to chastise that fiery spirit of those who really want to fight. In Togo in 2005, they had a revolt, a protest. 700 people were killed. Now, just imagine, these were college students. They like I think it was like 300 to 700 people were killed out there protesting because they wanted better wages. The doctors wanted better wages because doctors don't make crap over there. What I make in a shift, that's what a doctor makes in a month.
Wow.
And when you come over here, mind you, when you come up here with your doctrine, forgive me for cutting you off, your doctrine doesn't mean nothing to America. Because, in my country, I'm a doctor. In America, you're a CNA. They only let certain people take the test so they can get their credentials.
And this is for those who's listening, this is the way to keep the system intact. You hire people who are going to continue the direction that they wanted to go in. So based upon all of this, would you say that people outside of America, because from my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, reparations has something to do with work in America, not just being black, but the work that was done by our ancestors. Right. Like, for instance, do the FBA deserve money for things that the people in Ghana is so everything that's owed to them based on their ancestors and things that was done in Ghana, does the FBA, are they entitled to anything that Ghana has going?
If you can trace your ancestors to Ghana and go back to the chiefdom, yes, you're supposed to get stuff back.
So what if you don't? What if you can't and you're just a black person in America?
Then the U.S. government, Europe, and the European nations give you your money back. So you should be reimbursed, because we was already, when it comes to reparation, it went beyond just money. We were promised land. We were promised a lot of things.
There you go. This is something that's not talked about. See, one thing about our leaders here in America, they're weak and they're money hungry. Because guess what? When have reparations just been about money? Money is a little thing. That's a little thing.
Property rights.
Let me tell all of you viewers something right now. The Most High had this is what the Most High did, and it was a very righteous, just thing that set everything in order, and they took it out of order. The Most High designated every nation their own home.
That's right.
We decided, I want to get this part of the land too. I know the Most High gave me this, but I want this and that. And this is what caused problems. Because the land that we stand in, nobody should dictate what goes on here. Only thing that should be happening is trades. We trading. And trade is based upon agreements, not based upon what you dictate. So just, when you got people in America who have been doing all of the work in America, we're not talking about work that we did in Africa. We're not talking about work we did in Haiti. We're not talking about work we did in Jamaica. Because guess what? This is my stance. Y'all gonna give us reparation. No person can give you reparation because no person is righteous enough to do it. Because giving reparation means give everything that you have and have nothing. The world's not ready to do that. It has to be taken. Because I don't know nobody who gonna give the shirt off their back, the house, and every single thing they have today. They'll be out here in their underwear. If they give us back what they owe us, they will be in their underwear, and they owe us that, but we just don't want that. We owe that too, but you can have your underwear. I don't want that. I'm just saying, every single thing belongs to us, even their own body and their own self. Because guess what? Our mothers and fathers were their nurses and doctors and shoulder to lean on and knee to sit on. We were those people. So they took us, so we take them. That's another story. But I'm just saying, like, in your opinion, I'm just trying to see where you stand with that. Because, we know reparations is more than money. And we know that we were scattered across the four corners of the earth.
That's right.
But if Africa makes a difference between us, you can say what you want. You listen. One thing we learned from Chicago streets, New York streets, Detroit streets, like Cleveland streets. One thing we learned from America is saying one thing and doing one thing is two different things. And we done seen it all. We heard it all, but we don't see nothing. Because this is what they say. Oh, brother, it don't feel like brother when you extorting me and begging me.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm asking you is, they say we're brothers. They say we're family. But what I'm saying is, are we really together to the point where we should group together with people who take advantage of us? Are we really together?
No, and we're not.
We agree, before you answer, we do agree that everybody in Africa is not African. And that's a white person. We're gonna get done with the African thing anyway. We're gonna get done with that. We're gonna say the ancient land of Ham right now.
Yes.
So in the land of Ham, I'm just saying, are we to group with all of the people of Ham when right now we're not together? Because and another thing, I want to group this question. When have you ever heard of a nation of Africa, people been done dirty like we've been done, and they haven't went to war about it? When have you ever heard about that? On this level, you never would hear a African nation get offended like this without war. So what do you think about that? Nobody come to help us. Nobody said nothing about it. So how do you feel about all of that?
It's how I feel about all that. First thing first, you should not have any say so into my inheritance. I'm keeping it 100. Now, do the brothers over there in the continent get there? Yeah, you do, because I mean, they killed millions of people in the Congo, and they're still killing you now. But it's not the Europeans that are doing it. It's at the hand of your own. You've allowed yourself. It's the spirit of greed. It's so bad. It'll make you sell your own mama on a large scale. Well, how I feel about it now, and I said, no offense, I can work with anybody from the continent. I got some wonderful friends, but my people right now need to worry about themselves. We have too much going on. We become the butt of the world. We've went against the law, statute of the Most High. We are selling our daughters to be whores. Our kids out there losing their mind. They hanging us left and right. Right now, you're not in a position to help us anyway, because you come over to America, you say the wrong thing, they take your visa away, or they might harass your family back home. You might hem y'all up. So right now, we need to focus on each other. Now, when brothers meet me and they say, "Oh, you married an African, that means you don't love your people," I say, I love my people more than anything else in the world. But I want what's best for them. And right now, we need to get ourselves together.
Yeah.
And if the land was promised to us, we supposed to have got it. It's not about being entitled. It's not about we're begging. No, if you wrote down in a constitution, in a law, that we're supposed to get this, we should have been got it. And only, I think, 3% of us got the land, not the rest of us.
And those of us who had ancestral land, the Gullah Geechee people, where they're trying to push them off the land because, everybody who had ancestors, or let's talk about Oscarville. Well, we had land in our own community. It goes beyond slavery. The fact is, when we tried to build something beautiful and separated, they drowned us, they hung us, they shot us, they told lies on us. They killed our children. They killed our wives. They killed our mothers. They killed our fathers. How much more can you take? Now we started thinking like everybody else, just start taking things, because evidently if we start getting the Nat Turner spirit again, then they're getting spooked.
And for those who don't know, look up Nat Turner. Look up the Nat Turner spirit. And for those who are afraid of the Nat Turner spirit, I just got a message for you guys. You ain't seen nothing yet. You think Nat Turner was bad. Wait till you see these new age spirits that are coming up. Wait till you see these new brothers and sisters that's coming. You ain't seen nothing yet. Don't worry about Nat Turner. You got a nation of saints and priests you got to worry about. Just like in Jeremiah, the Most High say He gonna put it on our spirit, on our hearts. This is a side note. It's a thing called the speed of thought. It's a thing called speed of light, and it's a thing called speed of thought. And it's a thing called they call it telekinesis. They call it people who can use telepathy. When the Most High say He gonna put it on our heart, it's gonna be instantly in our mind. It's not gonna be like you have to read a book to learn something. It's like instantly you know it. And that's that spirit, that Nat Turner spirit, that King David spirit, that warriors, that Samson spirit. It's just laying dormant. It's coming back. It's coming back. So man, this just speaking to you, hearing about your testimony, hearing about where you've been, all of your trials, all your journey itself, it really motivates me as well, to go further, to go harder for y'all. Even just talking about the FBA thing, like they really playing with our people in our face, though. They playing in our face.
Dangling carrots. They've been dangling carrots in our face for years.
Yeah.
And I am so grateful to the Most High. He gave me a husband from over there that is in line to what we're going through up here. He may not lived here, but he gets it. Before we got married, he studied about our history. He studied about Nat Turner. He studied about Oscarville. He studied about, the murders. He said, "How do y'all do it?" I said, "It's the Ruach in us." I said, we are lions. We're lions. We're not going to stop fighting. We're going to keep roaring. He saw it at the airport when I got into it with the immigration officer. I snapped at that man so bad. I talked about his mammy. I talked about his grandmammy. I told him that his kids weren't his kids. He was ugly. I talked about it for a good 45 minutes. By the time my husband got there, he said, "Baby, what did you say?" I told him that his kids are not his kids because he's unattractive. His kids are good looking. His wife married him for a bowl of rice. That's why he's married.
You definitely from Chicago.
I went in, and he told my husband, said, "Control her mouth." He said, "I can't control nothing. She said she's from Chicago. She don't care. She gonna say what she want to say, and I'm gonna let her do it." And he was behind me arguing too. I said, "That's right. Get up in there."
For all the viewers out there, for all the powerful, strong women out there, the lionesses, do not relinquish your power for weak people. Do not dim your light for people who blind. Talking about it hurting their eyes. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with you. You better tell them to get some glasses like me. Don't dim your light. Don't relinquish your power. get with a strong man. If that man say you too strong, he must be too weak. Get with a strong man that can actually that can embrace you properly. That can that can compliment you properly. The woman is supposed to be a helper. If he don't want to let you help, fine. Let him figure it out on his own. Because it's somebody out there for you. Y'all got somebody for you that's going to nurture your nature. So this is just a message to the strong women out there. You ain't gotta dim your life for him, because he might not be the right person for you. If he can't handle your power, he must be too weak. Talking about, oh, she too loud, she too this, she too that. No, she ain't too nothing. You too weak. That's right. You was raised by your mama and your auntie. That's not her problem. So this is just to the women out there. Don't dim your light. Don't relinquish your power.
And I'm gonna tell you, sister, as a sister who experienced it with my children's father, I lost myself trying to make him look stronger when he was merely a cub and I was a lioness. Don't ever do that again. You know, being strong doesn't make you stiff neck. Because no true man wants no weak woman. You know, how you gonna raise your, if you a lion, you think you're gonna breed and mate with a weak lioness so your cubs ain't gonna be right?
And just a message to everybody. This is a message to everybody listening. Wolves don't just wear sheep clothing. They wear lion clothing. They wear best friend clothing. They wear pastor clothing. Wolves wear whatever clothing they need to disguise themselves. And it's not just sheep clothing. So just remember that, guys. So, you know, we took an amazing journey with Yahdoa. And you know, it's such an amazing story. Everybody, I want you guys to leave messages in the comments. We check all the comments. Sometimes comments are video worthy. When we do a follow-up video based upon your comments, leave comments, leave questions, leave. But in the midst of you doing that, please be respectful. Only leave messages pertaining to what we're talking to. If you leave any disrespectful folly, I will remove you in the comment. It's only a one chance policy here. I don't play around. I don't have time to play with nobody. Like, we're in the midst of trying to get free. We're in the midst of trying to get free mentally. We're in the midst of trying to come back together and love each other right. I don't got time to play with y'all. Don't message me. Don't inbox me. Don't comment any negativity or any folly. I don't wish to debate anybody. I'm willing to reason. I don't want to debate nobody. I don't want to have a pissing contest. I don't want to have a smart man contest. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not smart. So you win. I'm not smart. So if you want to be a smart guy, you win. Leave me alone. I only want to deal with the sincere people that want to build their relationship with y'all and gather together. Everything else, if you have any ill intent to come over here and be funny, to make bad jokes that's not funny anyway, and to say negative things, please don't do that. I'm warning you right now. Don't do it. So I just got to say that because, you know, we're in the world of the social media. We're in the world of entertainment. They don't want education. They want entertainment. And I won't entertain your entertainment, because that's what entertainment to us. We like to listen to set apart music. We like to watch movies and see the wickedness in it. We like to watch movies and see the righteousness in it. We like to keep the Sabbath over here. Like we love the Passover over here. If you listen, if you look like me, if you look like this sister, you better not celebrate no Thanksgiving this year. You, you better not celebrate no Halloween and no Christmas this year. This is the
They be
year to
wanting
cut loose of that crap. Say it again.
they be wanting them slave plates with the
You,
chitlins.
bet, you better not eat pig intestines this year.
The catfish.
Don't go to the doctor and lie to the doctor and say you haven't been eating pork. Don't lie to your wife or your significant other and say you haven't been eating bad. You know the doctor said you can't eat that stuff. What's more important, your taste bud or your life? I'm not trying to be mean. I say this because I love you.
Mhm.
So I want you to give your final remarks, anything that you want to promote, anybody you want to shout out, send your love to, your final words or anything that you want the viewers to know about you or just in general.
Well, first, I want the viewers to know that just because I'm married to a brother from the continent, don't mean I don't love my people.
Uh,
My community right here on this land comes first.
and let me say
Integrity.
this to you. Let me say this to you. As a brother that was born in America in Chicago, that my dad 100% Iroquois Indian, my granddad 100% Iroquois Indian. He was an albino, a person who actually did my history on myself. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love you unconditionally with the love of Yah. I got much love to your husband and all of your family. So guess what? We don't care about the hate from the others. We only concerned about the love from our people. So just from
Mhm.
me to you, I got much. You have my support 100%. We don't care who don't support us. We care about who do.
Hallelujah. And my husband, I actually had the conversation that he's still over there, and we fight immigration. He didn't want to come to America anyway, but powers that be has kept us apart. And he sends his family, all the Tetavi family and the Namavu family, say, brother, we love Wezu, which means we
Mm.
welcome you and we love you.
Ah,
Um, I am shout out to you, brother, for this interview, um, for the non-biasedness, for the acceptance and the love. Many, many more to come. Many more will come.
many
And we
more, many more. Just for you guys that's watching right now, we got many more to come. We have reaction videos that we're going to work on. We got more FBA and diaspora videos that's going to be coming out, covering more information about Africa from her perspective. And we're gonna have many more things. So just stay tuned, guys. Um, all your questions and everything for her, put in the comments. We read everything, guys. We check everything. So, we're one of those podcasts that actually interact with people. And then I also have different segment called Torah Talk Open Discussion. That particular one I have open for other people to join. I'll put the link up. Everybody can join that want to join. Respectfully, guys. I want to I want you guys to understand and I want you to know I'm coming pushing a whole new way of life. And it comes straight from Leviticus chapter 19, a code of conduct from Yah. How we supposed to love each other, how we supposed to talk to each other. Let me tell you something real quick. Every single time you hurt somebody's feelings, you're going to have to answer to Yah about that. It's very serious, guys. It's not as simple as just cussing somebody out, hurting somebody's feelings, making them go home and cry. This is a huge offense to Yah. So every time you hurt somebody's feelings, understand that is huge. Love each other. Be slow to temper. Be slow to anger. You know what I mean? Treat everybody how you want to be treated. Do you want somebody to treat you like you stupid? Oh, let's debate. What's the point of debating? You want me to feel stupid and you want to feel like you smart. Guess what? I'm not smart. I'm not trying to be smart. I am relaying a message. Guess what? The good thing about being a messenger, I don't even have to be smart. I'm just telling you what y'all told me. Simple. I'm gonna tell you what he told me and get on up out the way. So I want to push the Leviticus 19 code of conduct where we love each other, where we wouldn't dare cuss each other out. We wouldn't dare fight each other. We wouldn't dare kill each other. We wouldn't even let somebody else hurt each other. We wouldn't let nobody else hurt us. We wouldn't dare get a woman pregnant and then take care of the kids. We wouldn't dare do that. And it's a time is coming when all of these all these things gonna be corrected. Don't get so discouraged, guys, on the current state. Women, don't get discouraged because you have a lot of kids by a lot of different men. Let me ask you all a question. Is she a hoe or did she just believe a lot of different men who lied to her? Which one? If a guy put his best game on for a few months and she fall to it, is she stupid? Because he just did a lot of work for a lot of months and told her a lot of stuff and did a lot of things and a lot of dates, a lot of promises. Only thing you see is she got a lot of baby daddies. So when you leave this baby daddy and then you meet another man, do you supposed to just quit life? Be careful what we call each other, guys. Be careful what we view and judge on people without knowing the history, without knowing why this happened. This has been an episode of Word of Mouth, the testimony of Yahdoa. I'm your host, Yahdoa. It's been such a pleasure having you on. I want you to give a shout out to your husband and your kids.
Oh, for sure. Give a shout out to my amazing husband, Ama Emmanuel Namavu Tetevi Israel. To our 6 beautiful children, Ai, Tete, DDY. That's our daughter. And my beautiful children here in the house with me, waiting on me to get them something to eat real quick because they still hungry. Hiliel, Isaac, and Boaz.
Much love and respect to you, your family. I pray that the Most High increase you and your family abundantly. And I want you to give us a final word before I sign this off. I want you to give a final word.
To my nation, playtime is over with. We done PTO too long. Now it's time for to put in the work. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Fear is not of the Creator. We were not meant to fear. Band together, stay together, love each other. We've been separated for too long. Now it's time for us to be that fist again. Yeah.
Hallelujah. This has been another episode of Word of Mouth. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment. We do check all the comments. If the comment is good enough, we will do another follow-up video based upon it. If you want to see the sister back on different topics, if you have any questions about anything in Africa that you want to know, you might want to go visit. You want to know a couple things, a couple tourist sites. Not just bad, but good things too. Hit us up. Let us know what's going on, guys. And until next time, keep the commandments, keep the law, statutes, commandments. Work on your relationship with Yah. Honor your mother and father, your siblings, and your kids. Until next time, guys. Shalom.
Shalom, family.
Shalom. Love you. I'll talk to you later, okay?
All right, bro. Love your family.
Right, shalom. Shalom.